First, I just kind of wanted to show you, I made a couple changes in here. This was to account for the demo. I actually hooked up the edit a little bit, so if someone came down here and was editing it, this edit now saves and it changes stuff over there. You can redo kind of how that's done if you want to. But this was just kind of for the purposes of the demo, but want to run through a couple different things. First, a couple different layout and different things like that I want to do as far as the look. So currently we have something like this where it starts with users, manage items. It starts like this with this line. And we kind of want to move that to more of this right here. So that's would be the first page, just kind of without that line. Then once you select something, right now it goes into this, but we want to, once you select something, we kind of want it to pull up something like this. And then once you go ahead and hit create, or if you click edit, or edit one of these different things, then it would go ahead and pull up this over like this. And you're going to see another change besides pulling that up is this customer element is here on the top, because this applies to both these things down here. So that's kind of a little bit separated, whereas before it was kind of here on this side. We kind of want to separate it, but we kind of only want this side to kind of open up as it's needed. So either when they do a create, or if they do an edit, then it would open up, and once they go ahead and do save on their edit, then we get the success message, and then this would close down because the edit is done. So those are some kind of changes there. Create, if you call the create API, the middle tier method, as I was playing with it, you'll probably get some errors because some of these fields here are required. I'm not really sure exactly which ones are yet. I'm talking to some of our API developers to get a full list, but just know I understand that you're probably going to get some errors. A couple other things on here is we actually want to go ahead and separate these to be an activate and deactivate. So there's two different options, right? And then you should only be able to do the one that you need to do for it, but we want to have those kind of two different options. Another thing is there is another service that is done. It's not these filtering ones, but it is also you can take this customer one out right here, because this is always going to be kind of handling everything, so we don't need to do that. But if you go over to like we have on the find orders, where we implemented the shift select, right? That's another service that we're going to have done here. Okay. Shipping not find, search info get. That's not what we want to see. Well, let's go kind of over to find receipts. That's going to be a different one. Okay, so if we come here, okay, that's stuff, you can kind of ignore that. But oh, also one thing, you'll probably notice that I changed some of the nav on the left here, and that is because we're just kind of hiding it for the demo. You can make all that visible, but now when you came here, you did this shift select, right? And it did this get receivings, grid selections, right? And
Ready to go.
you kind of had this information on there. We have a similar type of one that's available now. Actually, this other method I think we're going to just leave for now because there's a little bit difference in what they had sent over originally. I think that's it. Kind of keep working on those items. We'll have those changes, but you know, hooking up the delete, you know, the edit, the activate, deactivate, you know, those kind of things. We're getting close on there. You can obviously ask any questions in here as you have them, and I'll try to get more information. I noticed, for example, this is a little bit weird. I'll try to get some more information and specifications for you out tomorrow, but okay, sounds good. That's it.